All right, it's now time for the draw for the main sweep in the 15th annual Josh Ryan Melbourne Cup sweep. So what I'm going to do, we've done the sweep draw. I posted up on the socials before, but just jump across now, have a look. You can see the numbers from 1 through to 24, starting with Christine Ryan, who'll be our first pick, running all the way through to Ben Condon, who'll take our last pick. Now, everyone only has one entry in this sweep, and that's by design to give as many people a chance to have a go at this sweep. All right, so first up, with the first pick in the 15th annual Josh Ryan Melbourne Cup sweep is Christine Ryan. So Christine, your horse you received, the very first pick is horse number 10, Flatten the Curve. Flatten the Curve, now this has shown a great turn since joining the German stable, Hank Grew Stables in 2022. Now, this horse will run the distance, and some of you might be interested to know, it has quite an interesting name, with a jockey named Thor Hammer Hansen. So if you got behind nothing else, get behind it just for the name of Thor Hammer. Pretty interesting name of the jockey there. Second pick is Sam Hipoff. And Sam, your horse number 5, Cavalier Rose, a Japanese stayer, partnered by Damien Lane, who has a good association with the Japanese horses. It's won over this distance and beyond, so it's not going to be a problem, and we'll see how it goes on Tuesday. Next up, we have Daniel Kurtz. And Dan, your horse, you receive horse number 11, Land Legend. A real fancy for last year's race, but unfortunately hasn't kicked on since then. But who knows? It's trained by the master Chris Waller, so maybe he might have something that he can shock us all with. So next we have Braden Osborne. And Ozzy, your horse, you receive horse number 23, Torresino. Now, Torresino was a winner of the Geelong Cup earlier last week, had a booming finish, had proven difficult to ride, but Celine Gaudreau knows what she's doing and has ridden this horse very well over the journey. So my horse, I'm up next, and I receive horse number 19, Athabaskan. Hopefully for me, this horse doesn't feature the same fate as last year, where it was scratched on the Monday just before the race. So we'll see how it goes this time. Next up is Jared Ryan, who is the next pick. And Jared, you get horse number 21, River of Stars, from the famous Yulong owning Supremacy, trained by Chris Waller as well. Now, hasn't been in the best form, but then ran second in the Caulfield Cup recently at 100-1 odds. Could it be another winner for Waller? Who knows? We'll find out. Next up is Jeremy Adams. And Jeremy, your horse, you receive horse number 7, Middle Earth. This one is trained by Kieran Maher out of the stables there. Has had decent form in the UK over the last year, but his returns in Australia haven't been the best. But who knows? They have tried to set it for the Melbourne Cup, so perhaps this is the grand final and it's all ready to go. Next up is Paul McAnally. So Paul, your horse, you receive horse number 4, Vauban. Vauban, talented stayer from the UK, has dominated over in there, or I would say has done well over there, and actually jumped as favourite 2 years ago in the Melbourne Cup and was third favourite last year. But unfortunately, the last 2 years hasn't done too well. Now trained by Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott, they've tried to set it with the Australian profile towards the Melbourne Cup. So will it live up to its standings? Who knows? Potential concern could be a bit one-paced. Next is Danny Barron, and Danny, your horse, you receive horse number 3, Arapaho. This one finished 11th back in the Cup in 2022, and what it does have an advantage for you is it does enjoy the wet tracks, which it looks like we might be getting on Tuesday, so keep an eye out because Arapaho might be a chance at it. Next is Max Bishop, and Max, your horse, you have horse number 1, Al Ripper, the top weight, a true classy horse trained by Joseph O'Brien, who was a winner with Rekindling in 2017 and Twilight Payment in 2020. Marky Zara is aboard. He's been in great form. This horse won the St. Ledger, but it is carrying 59 kilos, which is a fair task, but we'll see how it goes. Sharon Conway's next. So Sharon, your horse, you receive horse number 12, Smokin' Romans. This one raced in the Cup in 2022 and finished 7th as one of the leading fancies that year. Has raced well over the past few years, and it does handle all ground, but the question is it going to be able to get on and get a win? It's up against some history, as it's a 9-year-old. No 9-year-old has ever won the Melbourne Cup before. Next is Kiara Tucker. So Kiara, your horse, you receive horse number 15, More Felons. More Felons actually raced in the Cup in 2023, finished 12th as part of the Chris Waller stable. Now, it has previously been known as Script Rider when it was over in the UK and had raced well there. But we'll see how it goes this year. Its form hasn't been the best, but it has come back from a long injury layoff. Next up, we have Anne McAnally. Now, Anne, your horse, you receive horse 13, Changing of the Guard. One of the Lloyd Williams stable. Lloyd Williams, a prolific owner, of course, who's won the race 7 times more than any other owners. Now, this horse has been building into the profile and has actually only now carrying 53 kilos, despite in every race since in Australia it's had to carry over 58 kilos. So it won't know what it's got, and perhaps that could help it over the long run. Next is Regan Griffiths. So Regan, your horse, you receive horse number 6, Presage Nocturne. You've done well here, Regan. This has got many admirers. It finished strongly with a flashing home 4th in the Caulfield Cup, which has definitely attracted the eye of many a punter ahead of the Melbourne Cup. It's a solid French galloper who's probably going to run the trip, and it does follow a similar profile to previous winners such as American and Protectionist. Renee Richards. So Renee, you're up next. Your horse, you receive horse number 18, Parchment Party. Now this is actually an interesting one because Parchment Party is the first American horse to run in the Melbourne Cup and is aiming to be the first American horse to actually win the race, of course. Now it got in here by winning on the dirt in the Belmont Gold Cup, which was actually switched originally from turf. Where it actually came in ahead of Flatten the Curve. They were 1 and 2 in that race. So it does have some admirers. We'll see how it goes. Hasn't run over 3,200, but it does look like it will handle the distance. So we'll see how it goes. Next up is Dakota Manning. So Dakota, your horse, you receive, when we can get it, horse number 16, One Smooth Operator. The winner of the Moonee Valley Gold Cup and last year was actually a winner of the Geelong Cup, I should say. Attracted plenty of interest last year. Didn't come on in the Melbourne Cup, didn't get the run, but is quite a good horse, and we'll see how it's going. It has had some good form overseas, and we'll see how it carries on. Next up, we got Lachlan Griffiths, and Lockie, your horse, you receive horse number 14, Half Yours. Lockie, you've got the favourite, ridden by Jamie Mellon. The winner of the Caulfield Cup, and was a phenomenal run. Blitzed everyone down there. It was just far too good. So will it be able to back it up again in the Melbourne Cup? It's a tough ask. Not many horses have won the Caulfield and Melbourne Cup doubles in the same year. But is it good enough? Who knows? We'll see. It's a favourite for a reason. Next up is Beck Picaria. And Beck, your horse, you receive horse number 22, Royal Supremacy. Now this one's ridden by last year's winner, Robbie Dolan, who was aboard Knight's Choice. So will he be able to go back-to-back? Who knows? He knows how to ride him. He had a phenomenal ride last year. Now, this is another horse owned by Australian Bloodstock, which Al Riffer and Vauban also are now owned by. So they know what they're doing, and we'll see how Royal Supremacy goes. Next up is Cheryl Davis. Cheryl, you receive horse number 2, Buckaroo. Winner of second place in the Cox Plate, I should say, rather. Behind one of the best horses you'll see in Via Sistina, only a narrow half head behind it. So a fantastic horse going really, really well. How will it travel over the 3,200? Probably pretty well if last year was any indication to go by. It jumped favourite last year for last year's Melbourne Cup and finished about 8th or 9th. Wasn't unfortunately its day, but it is peaking well. We'll see how it goes if it's been set for the Melbourne Cup, but you've done well there. Next up is Cassie Condon. And so Cassie, your horse, you receive horse number 8, Maidan. Very good chance, one of the fancies as well, ridden by James McDonald, the best jockey in the world. Ask Dave McAnally, he'll tell you all about how good James McDonald is. It is a query over the distance though, having never run over 2,200 metres, never won over 2,200 I should say. It is a lightly raced 5-year-old, which has fit the profile of many a cup winner before, but if J-Mac's jumping on it, there's a very good signs for reasons why for that. Next up is Megan Packer. So Megan, your horse, you've received horse number 17, Further. Further's actually a Northern Hemisphere 3-year-old, probably the youngest horse in the race, following a similar profile to previous winners such as Cross Counter in 2018 and Rekindling in 2017 as well. Now, it's always raced with over 58 kilos on its back, but this year only gets 52. So it won't know what's hit it, and it's going to be flying home. So keep an eye on that. Trisha Barron, last year's winner who won with Knight's Choice. How will she go this year? Trisha, your horse, you've received horse number 24, Valiant King. She's got another one of the fancies. It ran last year and finished 13th. Wasn't that well fancied last year, but Chris Waller's had some high expectations. Thought last year might have been one too soon, and now it's come in well. In good form, storming home to win the Bart Cummings Stakes earlier this year and finished 3rd in the Caulfield Cup in very good form. And if the rain comes, it will be looking very good. Next up is Dave McAnally, and Dave, your horse, you receive horse number 9, Absurd. Trained by the Irish wizard, Willie Mullins. It's returning for its 3rd attempt at the Cup. Looked like it might have been a winner last year when it was putting down a run down the inside before it was overtaken by the eventual winner of Knight's Choice and then Warp Speed as well. It finished about 5th last year. But interestingly, hasn't missed the top 3 since last year's Melbourne Cup. So will it be able to come and go better for you? You can only hope. And finally, the last pick in the main sweep is Ben Condon. So Ben, you receive horse number 20, Goody Two Shoes. Another Irish one, trained by Joseph O'Brien. Iron, it's a jumps horse race originally, but has also done plenty of time working on the flats. Now, it likely does need a good track, though, which the rain mightn't help out too much, but its form has been pretty decent over the last few years. So keep an eye on that. I'll pop up now the results of that sweep. So have a look at it and see who you've got, and I hope your horse comes up good. Thanks very much.